What's up, everybody? Welcome to Straight No Chase with Jesse Mitchell, your number one podcast coming out of the Carolinas. I am the innovator, the emancipator, the originator, Jesse Mitchell. There with me on the show I have, once again, the beautiful Miss Deanna Bradley.
Absolutely. Hi,
the lady and president of Gems.
Absolutely.
Mr. Dale of Chippendales. Let me stop. My man Dale. The chairman, the president, what's your title?
Promoter.
The promoter
Yeah.
of Gems. Okay, I don't want to mess titles up now, because titles are important now.
They are important.
Somebody be done cut and you be like, hold on, I thought I was this, and you ain't that. You know how it goes now. Miss Tonya Oxendine, fresh off of Family Feud with Steve Harvey. You know what I mean? And now he fooled me with that hair growing up. Now I know that mustache fake too. I know the mustache was fake, wasn't it?
I don't know.
See, it was fake. I know, Steve, you fooled me growing up with that fro. You know, and I heard about that. Now I love you to death now. You my guy now, but that mustache fake too. Stop fooling people, Steve. We love you now. Give me on Family Feud too. Also, 2 million views on Facebook.
Nice.
Man, millions.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
So, Well, okay, let's talk about the Family Feud first. What's that about? How'd you get on Family Feud, and how was that experience?
Well, I'll talk about the experience first. It was amazing. You know, that was my, I guess, not TV debut. I've been on TV a few times, but just to be in the presence of, you know, with my team members, and then, of course, Steve Harvey.
Absolutely.
To be in the presence of that, it was just amazing. I mean, he's an all-around professional, great guy. And then I was on the Family Feud episode for organization that I'm with, Wounded Warrior Project.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
all
where
right.
we serve veterans and
Shout
our
out to the Wounded Warriors.
Yep,
They done a lot
yep.
for the veterans.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, on there to raise money for the Wounded Warriors, and they ended up doubling it. The girls didn't win, the boys won, but it was all for a good cause.
Right.
So they ended up doubling, the prize money.
Be like
So,
that sometimes.
Yeah, it's all good.
Men rule.
Yeah, but I'm still. We gonna all talk about that too because y'all do.
Okay.
And we got to get that to y'all.
Okay.
That's right.
I be trying to tell them I'm the prize forever. Women act like I be saying something crazy. I tell them I'm the prize. I mean, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Immediately I take you out of debt. You have no worries no more. Immediately. Your life changes instantly.
There you go.
You living carefree, your bills is paid, you taking
Can't get
care
no
of
better than
instantly.
that.
You get a car instantly.
That's my kind of man.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Your life changes. That's why I'm the prize.
Right.
He's waiting on me to say it.
I'm just saying that's why I'm the prize.
I'm not going to say it just yet.
I told you earlier when I walked in what you said, Jesse. You said about something about an old woman. And then what I said?
Yeah.
What I said?
I forgot.
I said I like them young.
You did say that.
I did.
Yeah. And I'm tender too. What's new with Gems, Dale and Dale?
Oh, well, today we're not here to really talk about gems.
Okay.
So we actually have another, and I'll let Dale talk about that.
So,
Yes.
of course,
You
you
got some
know,
little notes over there.
yeah, man, not like notes,
Okay.
you know. But the organization is an offspring of GEMS. It's a male show version organization called HIMS, and it stands for Healing, Inspiring, Motivating Men to Success. So, just trying to do something positive and bring some change and clarity about, again, building relationships individually, one person at a time, and how important it is to heal from previous things before you go into another relationship. Okay. So we're looking forward to it. We learned a lot from the ladies, having them on the show and moving forward. So we're looking forward to recruiting some men to be positive influence in young men's lives, and
Right.
as well as older men. You know, we all, as men, we have power, but we have to understand how to get that power and how important it is when we get that to maintain it
Right.
in relationships. So that is one of the goals of HIMS.
Okay. Sounds good. We definitely need that in the community and in men, period. Just run men, period. Because we taught to be strong and not show our emotions and not deal with things and just put compartmentalize and keep it moving.
Absolutely.
And that becomes toxic later because it's gonna come out.
Believe
Right.
it.
One way or the other, it's gonna come out. Whether it's gonna manifest in a good way or a bad way, it's gonna come out.
Exactly.
And a lot of times it come out on the wrong people in the wrong
And
situations.
that's true.
That's
That
a
is
good
true.
point.
So
Yeah.
if they have a platform or a place where they can discuss those things in a safe place, you know.
Yeah, well, we are in the beginning stages. We are going to be having platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But again, it's in the beginning stages, and
that's a social media platform. I mean, you giving them a platform to talk.
Absolutely.
To talk, yeah.
That's what I meant by a platform.
And we will be having meetings. We have co-ed meeting coming up with the ladies. We have events scheduled, and on the next couple of months to really get our organization moving and getting more men involved and being role models. Again, if you look out, I mean, it's common sense. We don't have to understand or tell you that there's a big disconnect between men and women in this generation, it seems like, in building and keeping those strong relationships and those values.
Well, the women want the money, and you know what the men want?
Well, yeah, okay. But it's more.
I'm keeping it real. And they not being bashful about it. The women are empowered in this generation where they feel up front. They can tell you up front, this is how I want it, this is what I want.
Right. Well, friends with benefits, right?
If that's what they didn't even call it that.
Are we here?
That's just how they
I don't know. What you gonna say?
Because see, all right, first you need to talk about the foundation of men that we tried to capture, what the quintessential male should embody. You want to talk a little bit about that, or do you want me to handle? Okay, there we go. Let's slide over to the left.
Okay.
All right. So what we ended up doing is, I said, okay, when coming up with the title for it, it's important that your title or whatever you call yourself embodies what your purpose is, and that part. And so I said, well, it was actually my daughter, and she said, dodecahedron. I said, huh? And see, I was like, when I talked about extemporaneous, I said dodecahedron. So we looked it up. I said, oh, that's a garnet. Garnet is amazing as well. So when you talk about, you want to take it out, I see your hand moving. You want to?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
The garnet is a representation of blood and heart. Okay, so if you think
that means
about,
come this way, Dale. Go ahead.
When
You're sliding out of the frame.
I'm sorry. When you think about blood and heart, think about that. The blood is the foundation of life, right? You can't live without that, right?
Like a car without oil. Just won't work.
Right, just won't work. Okay, so
that was good, Vic. Write that down.
The garnet also
write that down, Vic.
It represents courage, power, and positive thinking, which is very essential in relationships. So at the end of the day, we know that the garnet is a big representation of us. We have power. Okay. So, and it represents those things, power of positive thinking. So as men, what do we have to do to build that foundation when you start out? We talked about starting out at 100, in the last episode. So how do we maintain that? Again, our actions based off what we tell women that we are wanting to give them a house or a car. But how do we do that? It's more to it. It's not a materialistic thing.
Deliver the mule.
How about that? Let's go ahead with it.
Deliver the mule, and that's going to give you everything.
That solves a lot of problems.
But see, you know what? But also within that, with the dodecahedron, it symbolizes the 5 elements. You got your earth, your wind, your fire, all of that. And I said, that's the quintessential man right there, where he can bring all 5 of that. Because the number 5 sticks out with me, even in relationships, because a true relationship should speak to all 5 of your senses. It should look good, smell good, taste good, feel good. You understand? Sound good.
I got you.
So the embodiment.
I definitely understand.
With the quintessential, it should appeal to all 5 of those senses. Thus, you have the 5 elements represented. So when that man is together and he's whole and he meets up with that quintessential woman, oh, they can take the world. They can take it.
So, because so my podcast, I'm just starting out with my podcast as well, Second Opinion, because I think everybody needs a second opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
That's right, and they usually take that second opinion.
Where can they find that podcast?
On all social media platforms, and now I'm just on YouTube now.
Oh,
so
right.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jesse. Yeah. So I had wrote down a few things. You talked about role models for the men, and the disconnect, and get back to the money and the thing you were talking about. And then the 5 elements, right? You talked about
What the dodecahedron represents?
I can't say that word, so
It's fine.
yeah. When you talked about attractiveness or how someone looks, right?
Oh no, all 5 senses.
All 5 senses.
Yeah, the 5 senses: hearing, smelling, tasting. Yeah, all that sound.
Yeah. So does that just apply for the men or for the women?
No,
as well?
we're talking about relationships. Period.
Yeah, because if we look at some of these women, they ain't got 3, 4, 5, almost not for all 5 of them senses. See, because my podcast is about this. I'm talking about maintaining something, just kind of parallel to what you're talking about to a certain extent. Maintaining black relationships, in particular, black women taking responsibility and accountability for their actions, our actions and behavior in the relationship with the black man, because we're not doing that. I did a video that went viral, say, why did I divorce my husband? And that video is less than about 3 minutes long. And I said I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him. I divorced my husband because I made more money than he did. Once I got my little college degree, now I think he went to college too. And the more money I made was what, $1,000 a year, because he had a great job. I divorced my husband because I'm being in the military, 30 years in the military. Now I'm bringing my job home to him, trying to run the house. Well, I done already did my job. I shouldn't have brought that across that door, the threshold of that door.
Please speak on it.
Right.
Speak
so you know
on
what I'm saying? So I'm divorced my husband for this. Should still be married to him this day.
Please,
Absolutely should
put
still
that
be,
out there.
because it's not about all that stuff didn't matter, because now I'm out there divorced. Now I'm messing with him and that one, looking for that one, and going to bed by myself every night. The wrong thing. When then my husband, ex-husband, moved on, got family, new woman, and all of that, and I'm still out here doing all this crazy stuff and not realizing I had all that at home.
The quintessential.
Fun with the bag.
The quintessential.
Exactly. Now I'm great. Now
the quintessential.
Right.
Absolutely.
And now I have an amazing relationship because I had to bring my little self down. I couldn't come there with all. Am I still aggressive and some other things? But when my man tell me to shut up, I be quiet. But when he leave, I be talking again. Oh, absolutely. Because he leads that. I don't run. Oh yeah. I don't run nothing up in there. Yeah. That's right. I don't run nothing up in there.
But sometimes we all need to humble ourselves.
We do.
Right. In relationships and situations.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because sometimes we used to be in the big thing or whatever, or we think highly of ourselves. Like everybody know I think highly of myself.
Right.
But there's been times where you gotta humble yourself. Sometimes you gotta say, you know what? Take a minute, and just regroup. It ain't worth it, or let it go. Or sometimes you ain't right.
You're just not. And I think a lot of women don't want to admit or accept that they're not right. This one phrase I absolutely despise: "Happy wife, happy life."
Lies.
To me, that means that she get everything she wants.
I thought it was happy spouse, happy house.
Whatever, same thing.
If you don't stop,
same thing. It just means that we're supposed to. As long as she's happy, as long as she's getting everything that she wants. But it don't work like that, because it's reality. That's all a fairy tale. Everybody want to wear these unicorns and all these different. That stuff ain't real. It's just not real, and I think we're telling our children, our young people, the wrong thing. I heard somebody today tell their daughter, "Don't be messing with no guys. Men ain't nothing." But so if we telling our daughters that men ain't nothing, then we telling our sons, our black daughters, and we telling our black men that women, when we gonna come together? Where everybody else out doing their thing. White women married double than what black women are married. We 1 in 4, not married.
If you're telling them that, then where is the foundation for it?
I'm gonna tell you where the foundation is. They missing the man. They missing y'all in the relationship, because there's too many single mothers out here raising these women, raising children by themselves.
I've been talking about it, just like I said. That narrative they pushing us with the independent black woman. You don't never hear the independent white woman narrative push.
Never.
Ever, because they will never promote the breakup of the family.
Right.
But see, the issue is they don't know what true independence is. When you're in a relationship, that doesn't mean you give up who you are. It means now I understand the role that this man is playing in my life, and I honor and I respect that, while he does the same for me. It's called reciprocity. Reciprocity.
And the same thing with roles. That's no gender roles. I am a woman born a female, female. I think you have to discuss the roles and say, okay, I may do this or you do that, but there are roles. My man don't cook, clean, wash, nothing, don't do none of that household stuff. He come in the house, he sit down, I get my behind off that couch, go heat his food up. If he can come in the house 2:30 a.m., that's after midnight, and say, I want a sandwich, I'm getting my sleepy butt out that bed and go make a sandwich. That's what I'm going to do.
Put the cheese on that thing, too.
Oh, yeah.
Put the cheese on that thing, too.
They want to look at submission as all this other stuff, getting some shoes and barefoot and pregnant. It's about being agreeable, about being cooperative, and about listening. And that's letting the man lead. We go, I can do this. And again, like you said, it's independent and independence is two different things.
Absolutely.
I was independent in the Army. Struggled. Senior leaders struggle because all I had to do was reach out and ask for help. Independent means doing it alone, by yourself. Right. Independence means, okay, yeah, I can still go to college, I can still contribute, I can still do this. I had that stuff all wrong in my relationship with my son's dad. Had it all wrong. I won't do it again because this man get to leave and I'm holding on to all his ankles, Achilles and everything. I ain't going nowhere. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm not. I wouldn't care if he had 3 women up the hill. I wouldn't care because all my bills is paid.
Hey!
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Oh, I'm here to tell you, I'm not
Long as
going
home
nowhere.
take care, we you living good.
Hey. I ain't going
I got
nowhere.
you right.
Nah.
Now you already know
Yeah.
she done lit a fire down. Now see, I'm about now. All right, y'all, we gonna have some church up here.
Yeah, I don't know about church, but let's keep talking.
Let's keep it.
That's right. Because look,
Hey.
what I have my little nose, want to make sure I'm right, because I don't want somebody to come back and say, you said this, that, and the other. I'm going to say, no, this is what I said. Run back the tape, Jesse. Main chick, side chick, but I said main chick, side chick, but you probably already done been that you ain't the only chick. That's
What's something that trips me out too? How the side chick be mad that you got another side chick? So how you think they gonna be the only one and you the side chick? I don't
and that's my
understand
point. So then I'm talking about communication, because I only think cheating is if you don't express and tell somebody what you want in a relationship. So now if you say, hey, this is what I want to do, and I say, hey, I accept that, but then you go do something totally opposite that we hadn't discussed, you know what I'm saying? Then that may be cheating if somebody doesn't know what's going on. But if you come to me and say, I'm going to see other women, and I say, you know what, Jess, I'm cool with that as long as I get to stay in this house on this hill and dry this and wear these kind of cute looking and do what I'm going to do, then I'm fine.
But okay, but if you know I got a woman, and I'm messing with you, you can't get mad at me for messing with Deanna too.
You can't, not if I agreed on it.
Because you already know I got a woman, so you ain't the only one anyway. So how you mad because I'm messing with Deanna too?
Let me tell you what, all women, most
and you already know I got another woman somewhere.
I guarantee you, most women done been a main chick, side chick, or the other chick.
Like the boy that just beat the murder charge. That's what happened in his situation. What's the boy, Rudolph? Isn't that, the boy just beat the murder charge with people, his girlfriend called her brother and them, telling me he beat her up or something and come shoot up the house or whatever. But she's married.
Oh, okay.
And got mad because he found texts in his phone to other women. And then how you married to somebody else and you mad when you cheating and you mad with me?
And see, that's the thing too. I think in a relationship like that. So again, I'm all about the man taking lead.
Brother, glad you got off.
I'm all about the man taking the lead and being, all that what we stuff provide, protect, which they got that messed up too. The women do. But if you're gonna tell me how you're gonna be, then I have to respect, because respect means giving somebody else, their desires and their needs as well, right? So if I agree to that, if we're talking about sharing a man or whatever, then I agree to that. If I don't want to be a bother with that, then I move on to something else.
Absolutely.
Right? Because at the end of the day, we lose. I'm just going to say it. The women lose because there's 2 million more black women in the world than there are black men. So they got their choice.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose how you want to. So women will say, we selling. Pretty much the man selling, because if he choose me at 57, we could have went and got him a young tenderoni at 30. I got 50. I mean, 57, but hey, right? But I'm just saying, I'm not selling. He's selling because he could have had anybody.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, really. He got a choose over 2 million women.
I see your face.
2 million women he can choose from.
Well, for me, I'm not gonna call it settling.
I use that word loosely because as people usually take selling as a bad thing a lot of times, and it's not. It's kind of what you can get.
It's like, what exactly do you value in that relationship?
Right.
And at the end of the day, when the bottom line is that man has an option. I'm going to count up the cost. Am I willing to pay the price to lose what I have here? And that's what it ends up being. And so if you have somebody already in your life and she's okay with that, that's an agreement. Okay, I'm not going to get upset with you. Hey, you go over there as long. Exactly. The communication was there. Right. The issue comes in when the communication is missing.
Then that's the cheating part.
And there it is. I don't know what you up to.
Right.
But you're coming home telling me one thing and you're doing something else. And I have a couple of close relatives One of the things that they speak of, these boys are 6'5", 6'6", just absolutely, they tell them, look, hey, this is what I'm about. I'm not looking for a serious relationship. I saw you across the room. I want to do this, bada bing, bada boom. Are you game? If not, appreciate your time. Move on. They're not somewhere talking about, baby, you the one. When I saw you, the heavens stopped and all this other kind of nonsense.
That's the rap, though. I got to say the dream.
And see, but guess what?
It's on you if you buy it.
But guess what? But guess what? When they put it out there like that, I see them boys smacking it up, flipping it up, rubbing it down, and moving on.
It too. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But
whatever happened.
I'm not doing this. But it's called real. It's called just be honest with the situation. We don't get upset because that's what you chose to do. We get upset because you changed it up. It's like, no, we talked about this. We discussed, I'm going to be this for you. You're going to be this for me. But when your actions and your words start not lining up, that's where the issues come in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of liars out there.
And some of these women, they may have to settle because they're going to be by themselves if they don't get somebody. If they want a man.
If they don't stop with the foolishness.
If they don't
absolutely.
If they want to be with their man. I'm talking about somebody who wants somebody else.
My thing is, why you want to settle 4 kids in? 3 and 4 kids in.
Why you married none of them baby
now you decide you want to settle them.
Yeah, it is almost. That's what I'm saying about he got so many other choices. You know what I'm saying? He has so many.
You was outside before that.
Right. He got so many other choices, but then he choose you with these 4 babies with 4 different baby daddies. Y'all is not an asset. Y'all is a liability.
And they need to take a look at their bad choices that have affected their lives. And this is one of the reasons why, even in the school system, I tell these young ladies, baby, y'all have
he had all that good hair.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he had all that good hair. He was so
He was light skinned,
so cute.
Good hair.
He was so cute. Yeah.
I see them curls over
there. Goddamn curls, baby. Goddamn.
You know how much spraying?
That's what Asian is.
I got to do to get a curl pattern on this
I gotta be honest though. My take is a little different.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna be honest because I'm the only son. I have 4 sisters.
Okay.
And when I grew up, I was very protective from guys that would, for my sisters. And now, because values that my mom distilled in me, I'm not into that. Okay, if you accept that, then that's fine. But I'm like this. That's one of the major problems, I think, in relationships. Okay, so you have that agreement. Okay, it's hard for a side chick not to catch feelings for a guy that's doing everything for her, making sure everything, and he's treating her. It causes conflict.
How am I supposed to treat you, Dave?
I'm just saying, but why do we even have to go? Why do we even have to step outside? Why I have at home, from a man's perspective, not enough for me, because whatever's out there, I have at home.
Because she closing down shop 4 days a week, or 5 days a week. That's why I didn't know.
And let me tell you another thing, because I can answer that a little bit, but from a woman's perspective, and also from, I interviewed a little over 100 men, and asking some of these questions about, why they step outside the relationship, because that's just what men do. I'm not saying all men.
Right.
Many/most men do it. They're gonna have another woman. Some men don't.
But they can't do it unless the woman allows them to do it.
Because then that's not true. Because again, some people have agreements, some people don't. So those who don't, then they're cheating, right? So it doesn't matter. That's just what men do.
So if Jesse, hypothetical, we're at the bar, you married, and you gotta, and he comes on to you, and a few drinks, whatever, boom, boom, boom. The only way he got to that point is because you allowed him to get there.
Because I absolutely wanted to, because now at this point, because right now, if that were the case, then I had an agreement with my husband to say that I can see other people.
So, but what if you don't have that agreement?
Then it's
that
cheating.
happens?
That's my point. Then it's cheating.
That creates issues.
Most women don't.
Why do we get? How can we not get?
That's not gonna happen. I honestly believe in my rest of, I give myself 50 more years to live. I want to die at 107. 7 mean completion.
Right.
8 mean start over again. I don't want to start over again. 107. But I think in my 50 more years left, I don't think it's never going to stop. Men are going to do what they do. They've been doing it since caveman, before I was born, BC, AC, and DC. They're going to continue to do it. Y'all got the magic pill on when it's going to stop. It's just not gonna happen, has it, sir? Do you know that? Do men do it?
Magic pill. We talking about that.
Yeah. They did it when you was younger.
I got a cousin that's been married 5 times.
Yeah, they did it when you was younger,
and I'm like,
and they're gonna continue. That's just what men do. A lot of women don't necessarily want to do that. I don't want to do that, but if a man do it, then he do it. I'm good with it. I don't in a scenario.
But if y'all do it, then we flip out.
That's listen, that's because that's who men are. See, what women want to do, we want to change who y'all are. We don't want y'all to, we want y'all to be emotional. We want y'all to be emotional like us. We are emotional creatures. That's just part of who we are. It's okay. You know, sometimes it can be controlled and not be controlled, but that's just my belief. We are emotional. Let me tell you.
We are emotional.
We are. In the military.
That's why y'all can't be president, because y'all can't control emotions. Y'all want to push the button. Y'all get emotional when they hit the button.
Men are very logical. They think first. They're gonna think things through. They're look to solve.
Right.
We look to do. Women do. Men solve.
Right.
They're solvers. They provide men and guidance and teaching and discipline and structure. All that's got to do with providing, leading, and what's that other P? They all these provide, protect. All that's got to do with that. We think provide just mean money. It's more to it than that.
Right.
Not just we, but a lot of women. They think protect me. Oh, he gonna fight for me, ma'am. It's about men want to de-escalate a situation. They don't want to fight. Right. They didn't get that Versace all dirty and grease and stains on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you women up messing with me.
I think a lot of women want men to act like they do, and that's again we're talking about with children. They put all this stuff on a lot of them with their sons. And they say, well, you should do this and you should do that. They're telling their sons how to be men based on how they think a man should be.
Right.
Now they in there getting their goddamn feet and toes and nails polished and shit on.
Oh.
I mean, if that's what you do it. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they talking about getting the gloss on the nails.
I don't want no man. I want him scratching my legs up when don't be coming no feet all polished up and nails.
Scratching your leg? Oh, no, we ain't doing all that. Now come on, you can at least. I'm just saying, no. You put the socks on. You don't want to scratch your
Not too scratchy.
I don't want all that now.
Softer than me.
I'm very supple now.
Then you gotta go to the emergency room. Not
that kind of scratch. But y'all know what I'm saying. I don't know. And then we gotta talk about the women that's just their appearance. I mean, my goodness. 4 out of 5 of us black women overweight and obese. But then we promoting like be confident. Confident got nothing to do with you. Ooh, child, give me some tissue for my forehead because I'm sweating.
You gotta look hot.
We got a lot of things we gotta fix. That's why I say for women taking accountability and responsibility. We can say the man, but we gotta look in the mirror first and say, okay, what am I just like, with my ex-husband? What did I do wrong? What did I cause? Did I give 100% in that relationship? I did not. I didn't give 100%.
Right.
I can't say what he did or he didn't do. I'm only taking accountability and responsibility for what I did not do.
Right.
To make that relationship work.
Yeah, well, everybody, like I say, everybody got you got to take accountability and do your part. You know what I mean? Because it's not a individual thing. You're in a partnership. You're in a relationship. So it takes 2 to tango.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know how they say. So
absolutely.
You got to stay tuned and be lock in with your partner. You know what I mean? And be in tune with their needs.
That's right.
Not just monetary, emotionally as well. You know what I mean?